Okay, welcome to Live Breakfast and Random Thoughts. I am your host, Mario Monti, and I will be cooking breakfast this morning. I got the house to myself. The girls are out right now, so let's get started. What would breakfast be without bacon? So let's get started on that. I'll tell you, I like this Gotham crisper tray. This thing cleans easy. Just sprinkle it with water. This thing's a pain simply because it's like a cheese grater. I put my sponge to this and it grates up the sponge. But that being said, you know, I'll throw it in the dishwasher now because it's just easier to deal with. It may not last as long. The dishwasher isn't as friendly with those harder abrasives, but don't need to make as much bacon because Donna won't be here. Anyway, I plan on making a breakfast bowl this morning. Now you're probably excited because you're going to see, you think you're going to see that Belgian waffle bowl maker in action, but I'm not going to use that this morning because that's pretty time consuming, and I didn't have the potatoes out. Just going to do 6 slices of bacon. Maybe I can fit a 7th in here. As it shrinks up, should be fine, because I am going to use sausage as well this morning. So, alright. Here we go. I did preheat the Breville just prior to jumping on. I'm actually going to turn it from super convection down to regular convection, so the bacon will cook a little evenly, or that's the hope anyway. So let's get this bacon in there. I'm going to set the timer on the microwave for 10 minutes just so I don't forget. Let's just see that it's up to temperature. Let's get this put away. Don't want my bacon going bad. Okay, these are the potatoes I cut up last night. I did a video last night on sharpening knives live, and these are the potatoes I cut with it. So I am going to cook those this morning. Need to dry them off, so these will be air fryer bound in the GoWISE. The fun part will be trying to get these as dry as possible so I can flavor them. Maybe I should have used 2 paper towels and set it on the counter. That might have been better. I'm not going to get them bone dry, although I probably should. Potatoes down, potatoes down. Maybe if I threw them in the air fryer for a couple of minutes, I could have air dried them. And I'm making a mess. All right. All right, and another mess. Should have used a bigger bowl, because it's going to get messier. That's good enough. That's me. I'm going to use a tablespoon of Evo. I'm going to guess that's about a tablespoon. This is where it's nice to have made sure that there was no moisture in the potatoes, but I could definitely see and feel the oil all over the place here. All right, rinse off my hands. Alright, let's get some salt and pepper on here. Now, instead of these being long fries, they're shorter, so these should be more flavorful if I put the right ratio, and they'll be crisp all around, or in theory they should be, because there's more sides now. And who doesn't like crispy edges on a fry? Excuse me. I'm all choked up. Ooh, this pepper's strong in the morning. Alright. Let's find my garlic powder here. Well, don't have to find it. I know where it is. Alright. Mix these up one more time. Mix them up good. Should have preheated the GoWISE while I was at it. I use all that flavor that I dumped in there. Welcome to whoever just joined. If you hadn't seen my video last night on sharpening knives, I cut these little potatoes up. I decided to keep them for this morning for my breakfast bowl. That should be good. Wash my hands again. Forget the sausages. I'll put those in a few minutes. I don't want them to overcook with the bacon. So pull out this tray. Potatoes tend to stick a little too, so I'm just going to spray that a little bit. Even though there is oil, it still will stick. Let's get those in there. Every little potato, right? Around. Last week, one potato would have been more than plenty, but Donna used them and ate them later for lunch or something as fries. Now, since these are so small, they should cook fairly quickly. I usually do 400 for everything, but these are a little bit small, and I don't want them to cook too quickly. So I'm going to turn this down to 7 minutes, and I'll take it out and take a look, or actually maybe even 5 minutes, and then I can look where it stands at that point. Alright, let's wipe down this cover. It is oily and salty and peppery. Spice down. What I like about cooking these Jimmy Dean sausage links in with the bacon is the oils of the grease from the bacon kind of the sausages get to simmer in it. But with that tray, the crisper tray, it doesn't get any oil like that, so I don't want to put these in again too early. Let's take a look at the bacon. It's been in there for about 7.5 minutes. I'm going to give it a first turn. Let me get my little helping hand here. turn. I'll probably end up turning them one more time. I turned off the super convection in the Breville. Oh, I already turned that one. And it's just on regular convection. That was the default, was regular convection when I bought it. The super convection didn't turn on. The GoWISE and similar, I consider those more like a super convection because of that high-speed fan that's hovering right above it. That's just my thoughts on it anyway. Alright. That's done. Now, let's get these sausages in there. See if I can't separate them all. Sometimes they can be a little stubborn. Or I can put them on the side. That's probably better. Mr. Krasker, good morning. Thank you for joining, sir. I'm going to get these back in there. I just added the sausages. I cooked the bacon for about 8 minutes first because the sausages can't simmer in any grease. Wipe this counter down again. Okay. So now I got some green peppers. I'm debating whether I want to do the eggs or the peppers first, but I'll do the peppers perhaps. Let me get those. I'm going to put those in a little sang oil. You know what? Let me think about this for a second. The egg stuck a little bit last time, so maybe I'm going to do the egg first. I changed my mind. I need to get a tablet mount off the cabinet, right? Okay, that was the bacon reminder, which I already put back in. I'm going to set it for another 5 minutes. And the potatoes have been in there 3 minutes now. Get some of my ham out. I am going to use ham for the egg. Instead of whisking it up in a bowl like that, I'm just going to crack it right in and break it. Why dirty another bowl? And I don't think it's really necessary. What did you have for breakfast and possibly lunch, Mr. Krasker? Take a look at these potatoes. We still got time to go. I'm going to turn the temperature up to 400. I was worried originally, but 400. And I'm going to shake it up while I'm at it. Well, see if you can see that. These are the potatoes I cut last night when I was sharpening the knives, and now my knife, it's amazing now. The, I forget what kind it's called. I'll show you. This knife right here cuts awesome now. The thicker knives do cut better, but the blade is so wide that it didn't chop the potatoes like I would, but this is like better than new, because I never sharpened this when I got it. Scrambled eggs and SOS. I'm not sure what SOS is. Maybe I do and I just don't realize it. Alright. I'm going to have to tilt down this way, see if I can't get this to hold its position. The screws keep loosening up on me. This thinks I'm rotating the device, so let me see if that can't hold it. Shit on a shingle. I haven't heard or said that in years. Alright, I think the heat's kind of high. I'm going to turn it down a little bit more. Pull the pan off for a second. Let that heat dissipate. Spray this down. Good. Crack the egg on here. And and I'm gonna break the egg. And from what I recall reading, as the sides turn white, I'm gonna kind of scoop them in. I'm gonna break it up a little bit too. Yeah, I do have the pan slightly hot. That's okay. This pan, once it gets some heat in it, boy, I tell you. All right, let's get some pepper down in there. Not gonna put salt in because there's plenty of salt elsewhere. These are pretty much close to done. Yep, these are done. Let me get them off the heat. Now, I said I was going to cook these in a waffle bowl, but now I'm thinking to myself, how the hell am I supposed to heat this thing up? I wonder if this bowl would be oven friendly if I only had it in there a couple of minutes. All right, I'm going to get some of the sang oil in there. Just a little bit. Maybe I need a little bit more. Ooh, smell that stang oil. Potatoes, shake them a little bit more. Gonna turn up that time a little bit more. They are gonna take longer than I expected. That's okay. Bacon I'll be pulling out in a second to check. And I got the rest of these peppers. Just want these peppers to soften up a little bit. It is Sang stir fry oil. I may or may not have a description. I don't buy this on Amazon because it forces me to buy a 4-pack, where if I go to Walmart, I could just buy 1 or 2. Christy's Cooking Channel. She was on the live yesterday. She's the one who I believe I first saw it on there. Check out her page if you haven't already. Okay. Let's turn this out of the way. Let's go check the bacon and sausage. See this bacon. Is it ready to come out, or does it need another flip? It needs another flip. Doesn't need that much more time. Hopefully the sausages are just about done as well. They seem to have cooked faster today with the super convection off and just using the regular convection. I am going to stick these now in the middle here. Maybe help it pick up some of that fat in the bacon. Get that back in. Hi Carol, I am cooking a breakfast bowl. However, today I am doing it without the tater tots because I have potatoes. I think I explained that on the video when I did an edited video. I don't think this needs the double potatoes. Don't get me wrong. I would be more than happy to do a delete on the regular potatoes and do the what do you call it, the hash brown bowl, as I call it. But roasted potatoes are good every day of the week as far as I'm concerned. I don't have them every day of the week, but these look like they're just about done. They softened up enough, I think. And I'll just leave them on there. I'm going to turn off the heat. They're sticking to the eggs that were on the spatula. Oop. So I'll turn off the heat here. Just leave that there for a minute. Okay. I had Donna pick me up a cheese grater because I couldn't find mine. I thought I had one. This is kind of a fine one, but it was $1.50, I think, so it'll have to do. I do not have a bowl that would technically be called microwave safe. Not microwave safe, air fry safe. I'm going to take a chance and put this in there for about 2 minutes on a low temperature just to melt the cheese. That's all it'll be for. So I'll actually probably just grate the cheese right on it before I stick it in. So let me get this put aside. Tater tots, Carol. They are potato puffs. You know, they're little barrels with looks like a breading on it. Most Chinese restaurants use soybean oil. You're probably right, I'm sure. This looked pretty interesting, and Crystal seemed to like it. And when she says something's good, or her husband says something's good, it's usually a good indication to try it out. So that's what I want to do. Thank you, though. All right, let's check on that bacon once more. That looks pretty good. I'm going to kill the Breville. And by kill, I'm going to turn it off. And we need to cut these up now. So, first things first, let's check on potatoes. Those I'm going to need to move around a little bit. They are starting to stick. Even though I did spray them. That looks pretty good right there. I chopped these up much finer than last week because I was testing my new sharpened knife. We'll put those in for a couple more minutes, see how they look. Let's go with 3. Let's get that bacon out of there. You know, it's interesting. I was thinking earlier, you know, these podcasts are an hour or two. I'm like, oh, I don't have an hour or two to set aside for those. But then you realize that your podcast, well, I'll call this a podcast, is an hour or two. And it's really easy to get that long. So if you've been sticking with me through these, I really appreciate that. I will have to show the kindness in return to the others. I always do as best as I can, but okay, get the sausages in there. I know there's a couple more in there. One more somewhere, right? There you are. And we're going to put this tray in the Breville just to store it away. And remember that it's still got hot oil in the base. Let's see. I love the way you say once more. You sound like a Yankee. Once more? More? Do you have any Amish markets up your way? What's the time with you? So the time here is 10:19 Eastern Standard Time, and Mr. Krasker, Amish. I don't know if I have any here, but where I live in Waltham, where I did live on Waltham Moody Street, there was a very diverse crowd, and they got lots of restaurants and Indian restaurants, all sorts now. So it's very possible in the Waltham area there are some Amish, like markets and stuff like that out there, as well as eateries. Okay, let's check the potatoes quick. I'm going to leave them in there for those last few seconds. And I'm going to start to put together this breakfast bowl here as I go. See how much I can burn myself. I am going to just cut these in here. Now with the breakfast bowl that I made, even though the breakfast bowl with the tater tots, potato pots, whatever you want to refer to them, they are big on the outside, but since they're so thick, they're small on the inside. So I can fit quite a bit in here and make a big hearty breakfast bowl. Keep dropping it because it's getting hot. Got 2 pieces enough? We'll see. Let's get some of these sausages in there. I love these food shares. My original pair broke and I bought these. Oh, sausage down and bacon down. Oh boy. Now I'm sad. You know what that means? I have to put more in. Alright, those are the potatoes. It's probably enough bacon. I can't believe I just said that. Love those sausages. Okay, I'm going to put in these green peppers. They're nice and softened up. Cover this plate of bacon back up. Let's take a look here what we got. Oh yeah. What is that spatula? Get some of those potatoes in there. I'm gonna put the rest of these in the bowl because I still need the air fryer. You know I said I was going to put this bowl in the air fryer, and I'm kind of having second thoughts because I don't want that thing to shatter and ruin many things. So what I'll probably do, and I'll probably catch flack for this, is I only need it in the microwave so I can melt the cheese I'm putting on top. So, yeah, wash it off. Yeah, I probably just should have, but I tossed it in the barrel. It's only a little sliver. Good morning to you. I'll watch you. Hey. Michaela Long, is that how you say your name? I apologize if it's incorrect. Michaela, I think this is the first time I've had your pleasure to be here on the show or mention your name on the show. Would you mind sharing where you're from? I'm curious. A lot of my audience is from the UK, it seems. Never enough bacon. Well, I'll take that to hot and I'm going to add some more in there. How's that? Okay, so let's see how well this cheese grater does with this cheese. They didn't have a coarse one, so I'm just using what they had. I could chop it up into little blocks like I did last time. Yeah, the cheese has gotten a little too soft, so I have to keep chewing this up. It's going to be a pain to clean, that's for sure, this grater. Let's see. How does that look? Pretty good. All right, put that block of cheese to the side and pull this off and put it on there. Cool. The cooling fan finally turned off on the Breville. All right. That looks pretty good. I think that the cheese since it was a little soft, and due to the fact that that grater didn't have any coarse grates, I'm just going to hand cut a couple of pieces and put it in here. All right. Like I said, I wasn't thinking at the time. I cannot put this in the oven. I don't think this is oven safe. And I'm not using the hash brown bowl. So I'm going to do something I've never done on camera. And that's just to show you using my microwave to actually do something other than corn. So I'm just going to put this in just to melt the cheese. So let's get that for 20 seconds, see if that's enough. Because I don't want that microwavy taste. Now, I do have these little potatoes here. Those look awesome. Potato down. These are good. That's what I'm going to do next week. I'm going to pre-cut these the night before. And that way, they're ready to go. Needs a few more seconds. I'm gonna wrap up some of my mess here. Cheese. Think about it, tall glasses, so I'm gonna resort to this one. I apologize, it's probably that microwave beeping is probably pretty loud for you. My daily caffeine. Go ahead, say it, shame on you. What's considered tea time? Is that like a 3 o'clock thing or something? Look at that. All nice and cheesy. Here's what this looks like, the undone. Let me move some stuff out of the way so you can get a better look. A lot of stuff to move here. Look at this. Well, maybe now you can look at it. It'll be a little bigger picture. This little nut keeps that loosening up on the side, so I have to adjust it. And I'm going to delay you for one more second. I need to take pictures for posting reasons. I should really break out my DSLR for this, to be honest with you, because that is the better camera that I own. And my breakfast bowl. And in case you're just joining or you weren't listening, what you called them? Oh, okay. You know, maybe I knew that and I just wasn't thinking of it. I thought that was kind of like in a sense, like snack time in the afternoon kind of thing. So if you didn't know, this has scrambled eggs in it, some green peppers, some bacon, sausage, little potatoes that I cook separately in oil, pink Himalayan salt and pepper, and some cheddar cheese. Let me get a fork. This is the best part of the video. You know, I may have to consider going out of my comfort zone and getting like a huge, I wish I had room, I mean, I don't know where I put it, but like a big electric skillet, and just put a few pieces of bacon, sausage, the egg, the potatoes, and just cook everything on that one tray so you could see going. What do you think of that idea? Mr. Krasker. So I was one of the original purchasers of the Canon 20D. That goes back to 2005, I think 2005. And then I picked up a 40D. And every year I plan to upgrade. I think now it's getting time to the close because I wanted the 7D, the original 7D Mark I, because it has a built-in flash commander, because I have 5 or 6 580 flashes, plus I have studio lighting. But now the new one's doing video, and I assume Canon's going to make good and come up with a good 4K DSLR. My biggest issue with cameras that do video is there's a half-hour limit. So I didn't know that originally. I'm filming a video, I'm an hour into it, and I lost half my video because it stopped at a half an hour. I used Magic ISO, was it, or something? Magic something for the firmware for my EOS M, but it breaks a lot of things, so I decided not to do that. So I'm looking for something that can guarantee continuous video. I already have my nice Canon 1080 over there, 1080 progressive, HFG30 I think it is. So here it is. Let me eat it while it's still, ooh, it's still piping hot. It's nice. Got some egg, potato, and a piece of sausage on that bite. I'm gonna put this back because it looks like I'm having a framing issue. Now I gotta put it down a little more. Apologies. That's what I miss about having the video view screen in front of me. Alright, let's take a look at that. There I can see egg, green pepper, bacon, potato. I'm looking for that piece of sausage. I can't tell if it's there, and obviously there's cheese there. Is that a piece of sausage? That might be the sausage. Sour chocolate. I tell ya, this is a bit of work, but having excuse me, more than just bacon. But yesterday, like I said, yesterday's breakfast time on video, I did the bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. But this adds green pepper. I would never eat green pepper, you know, as a part of a dish, but it adds a nice flavor. I need a suggestion. I need to add something else to this. More taste. I know, Mr. Krasker, your first thought's going to be more bacon. So to finish up, Mr. Krasker, I then started looking at the 7D Mark II. Much improved over the 7D Mark I. Still has the built-in flash commander. And you can get them on Canon refurb for like, I want to say 1100, but it's not everything I want, and I don't want to do what I did. I did not need to replace my 20D. The 20D is a fantastic camera. I shouldn't have sold it. Why did I buy the 40D? Slightly improved sensor and had a bigger LCD screen. Now, the LCD screen isn't to say, hey, this picture looks good. You look at your histogram for that. However, I hated looking at that tiny, what was it, a 1.5 inch screen on the 20D? And the 40D had it, was a 3-inch screen maybe? But I'm heavily vested in Canon. I got some, you know, I got the Plastic Fantastic, you know, the one, the 2.0 lens there. I have some L lenses, the 7200, the 1740. Everything's kind of in storage right now. Once my daughter was born, that will be the time you'd want to use the camera. But maybe I'll share some pictures in one of my thing. I did some professional pictures for a friend for communion. And I had my daughter's first communion done by someplace, and I was not happy. I asked them to do it a certain way, like I did for somebody else. And she was smiling in the pictures, which is fine, but some of them you want them to be, you know, like the serious picture. So I was kind of disappointed. So I may retake those. We still have the dress out. Cardi, thank you. Happy tea time to you when you get to have it. Hopefully it's delicious. You could get an add-on monitor. So what I usually do, what I was doing with the 40D is it's got composite out, and I used to run that. I had a 36-inch tube TV, and I'd run that to the video out. So when I was doing stuff, that's what I would use, because I used to shoot everything in the living room. Ta-ta. 1 second. The it's really warm in the kitchen. So I thought it was just getting warmer outside. No, it's just because I had the Breville going, the air fryer going, and I'm standing over it. And it's just kind of toasty warm in here. I'm sweating. So, I like using for these lives, I like using the Pixel 2 XL. I wish I would, use it in selfie mode, but the resolution's just too poor. Let me show you what I use. This is what I use for my regular shooting. This is a very expensive camera. However, it was a refurbished direct from Canon, so it was half price. On top of that, I had a 20% coupon. And so this is what I use. Flip out camera. It's got a remote control. It also has a Wi-Fi based remote. A little cheap $20 shotgun mic. Good and bad if I'm always in front of it. As I get closer, it doesn't work out too well. This is my little light I use to shoot, brighten things up a bit. It does a really decent job. It does do 1080 60 frames. Alright, went off on that little rant there. Anybody have any questions? Thoughts on what I should do today for food? I still plan on doing that donut shaped onion burger thingy. I've just been short on time. This was excellent. And I can easily hold it. With the tater tot bowl, I had to have it in another bowl. But that was delicious. Here's the rest of that piece of bacon. I'd have bacon separately just to enjoy the bacon. Good stuff. And these are those little diced up potatoes. Again, I did these last night. I bought a knife sharpener. Go check out that live video to see me sharpen the knife. And then how nice these cut. I try to show it through cutting through paper, but I probably screwed that up too. But it's definitely, the knife was fantastic after that. So I gotta be careful with it. Make sure I don't cut myself, A. But B, I'm thinking, because the knife cuts easier, I'm not struggling with the knife and I'm less likely to hurt myself. I don't know. Two thought processes. These are good. I better save some for Donna. Anyway, let's see what we got for time here. $44 minutes. I tell you, it doesn't seem like 44 minutes. Just goes to show you. An hour video takes me 2 to 3 hours to edit. Exporting it another half an hour, then uploading it and put all the descriptions. So you can spend easily 4 or 5 hours on something, depending on the length of the video and how much you got to cut out, speed up pieces. I'm not a professional editor, so maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But anyway, thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Always throw in your suggestions, because I love the suggestions, and I try to do as many of them as I can, especially with the sauces. I've been looking fiercely for the sauces that have been suggested to me for chicken. So again, thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell. You'll get notifications when I do these live streams if that's what you enjoy. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day.